In this video, I'm talking about the newest rechargeable CROS transmitter, the Phonak CROS BR. Coming up. Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel, I cover a bunch of hearing-related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, consider hitting the subscribe button. For years now, Phonak has been making my favorite CROS transmitters, and just when I thought that they couldn't do anything better with their CROS devices, they go ahead and make them rechargeable, and in true Phonak fashion, they use their lithium technology so they are on the same level as their other rechargeable devices. The CROS BR is perfect for single-sided deafness. If you can't hear on one side of your head, you end up having the head shadow effect. So if someone's talking over here, it has to fight through your skull in order to get to your other ear, and by the time that sound gets there, sometimes it's not even audible to you. So what the CROS transmitter does is it actually picks up sound on your bad side and routes it over to your better hearing ear that is using a hearing device. That hearing device will either leave that signal very similar as it receives it, or it will amplify it if you have a hearing loss in that ear as well. So I wanted to go over 4 pros that makes the Phonak CROS BR my new favorite CROS device. And number 1 is battery life. Battery life was typically the Achilles heel of CROS Technology because you're constantly streaming sound from one side to the other side, and that takes a lot of battery life. But because Phonak is using their lithium rechargeable technology, you can actually get over 20 hours of battery life on one single charge. The second pro is Phonak's Binaural Voice stream feature. Individuals who have single-sided deafness typically have more difficulty when they go into a noisy situation. That's because they only have one ear to do the job that 2 ears should be doing in order to filter out speech from that background noise. Now, the way that this works is it actually takes the information from the transmitter and the information from the hearing aid and identifies where the main speaker is at. When it does this, it actually gives you a 3.8 decibel speech improvement in a noisy situation. And this brings me to my third pro, which is it pairs with the Phonak Audeo hearing aid. The Phonak Audeo BR rechargeable hearing aid not only is my favorite rechargeable device because it uses lithium technology, but the Audeo line of devices are consistently great performers and I really enjoy fitting them. Now, if you can afford it, I highly recommend going with the Audeo BR90 premium level hearing aid for the better hearing ear when you're using it for CROS or for BiCROS. And the reason is because you get access to automatic stereo zoom. The auto stereo zoom feature allows your hearing aids to automatically identify where the main speaker is and orient the microphones in that direction to greatly improve your speech understanding, particularly in a background noise situation. And it's a feature that you don't get with the lower levels. If you have the lower levels, sometimes you have to click a button to take you into that program, or it doesn't have it at all. The fourth pro of the CROS BR is that you get the same recharger pack that you get with the Audeo devices. The reason I like this pack so much is because it has a silica bead area so you can dehydrate your hearing aids while you're charging them. Not only that, but it has an area on the bottom that you can put in a power pack so you can take this with you for as many as 7 days and get 7 full charges of your devices without having to plug this into the wall. And you also can get a mini charger that if you don't want to take this or you want to have a charger maybe at the office or at a second location, you can leave that charger there. It's just a simple stand that you would put your devices in to give them a really quick charge. Alright, that's it for the pros. Now let's get into a few of the things that I'm not extremely excited about with the CROS BR. And the first one is that the devices are in the off position when you pull them out of the charger. This can be a problem for individuals who have finger dexterity issues using this rechargeable technology. That's one of the main reasons why you would recommend rechargeable technology to someone, is if they have problems with putting the batteries inside of the hearing aid. So sometimes pushing the little button that's on the back of these devices can be very tricky right there. And so when you press down on that button, after 3 seconds, you'll see a green flashing light, which will indicate that the hearing aid is turned on. But when your finger's covering over that push button, you can't see that light. So what Phonak has done is they've actually put a little mirror inside of the charger case with the intention of you turning them on by pushing them down on that mirror so you can see the flashing light, which makes it a little bit easier to know that you've got it turned on, but it's still something that I'm not extremely excited about. The second thing that I'm not crazy about is that if you forget to charge your hearing devices overnight and you don't have your charger with you, you can't use disposable batteries interchangeably with the lithium technology that's inside of these devices. That lithium battery is completely encased, and it's one of the potential negatives if you find yourself in a situation where you need to get a charge but you don't have your charger. And the third thing that I'm not extremely crazy about is that the CROS BR devices are a little bit thicker of devices than the CROS B. The CROS B devices use a disposable battery to size 312, and it makes them a little bit skinnier than what the rechargeable ones are. Now, it's not a huge difference, so if you have enough room behind your ears, this isn't really a negative. But on the other hand, if you have very narrow space behind your ears, getting one of these CROS devices behind it could end up being an issue. However, despite these cons, the Phonak CROS BR is still my favorite rechargeable CROS device on the market. Phonak has been doing CROS and BiCROS for forever, and it absolutely shows. Just remember, it does not matter how good your technology is if that technology hasn't been fit and programmed using real ear measurement. Now, if you don't know what real ear measurement is, I highly recommend you watch my video that I will link in the card up here and in the description below, because it is perhaps the single most important thing that you could ever have done with hearing aids to ensure your success with them. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.